Who do you go to listen to, Janis, if you want to really have a... Who are your favorites?
Tina Turner.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
She's my current favorite. She's the best chick ever. Fantastic singer, great dancer, fantastic show.
Tina Turner, you also sang with Tina Turner. What was she like to work with?
Oh, she's fantastic, but I actually did with Tina and Ike. And,
What was he like?
well, I could hear them in the next dressing room.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
intense.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she's very lucky to be away from that.
Right, wow.
Oh, I'm not so sure how much help I was, but I certainly was enthusiastic about her when she went on her own. You know, because I thought she was great. Well, she is great. She is great. I think that's the key to her real success. That's the key to her success. Timing. No. I think she's become someone almost that's taken up the fairly traditional position of someone like, be careful here, Bob Hope or Louis Armstrong in the sort of the ambassador of America type position, which hasn't really been filled by anybody, but I think she's more or less done it. I think people actually go and see her, not for the songs necessarily, they go to see her for what she represents. I think the baggage of her past travels with her, and they're going to see somebody who, like a phoenix from the ashes, has risen. It's not altogether a bad thing. I mean, she's certainly been through far worse than many of us have been through, and has been able to survive it. And there's that element of resoluteness and discipline and just not letting the world take over from you that people kind of respect and find a great dignity in that. And I think she's got an enormous amount of dignity.
Bonnie Tyler, and come to the part where I play my very favorite female singer of all time, Tina Turner. She's such a performer. She never fails to inspire me. She still does. And here she is with the best. Great song, yeah? I recorded that song on a 1987 album called Hide Your Heart. And then 2 years later, Tina Turner had a huge success with it. And it's sort of like a compliment to me because it gave me back my confidence in my choice of material originally, you know. Anyway, this is another...
Roger Davies and just her whole I'm over 40 and coming back whether you like it or not energy. It gave me hope. Because I always just feel like good music is good music. Good artists are good artists. It should be an age thing. I don't think about age in that way. What the business does. So it gave me hope, you know, because I had signed my first deal, I think when I was 31, and that was considered to be old. So to get the call to like tour with Tina.
Playing Tina Turner on Broadway in the musical based on her life. Here we go. Here are the two of you together. She looks fantastic. You could be sisters. What was it like meeting the legend for the first time?
It was terrifying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the first time I met her, we were doing a workshop of the show, was when you're putting the show up for the first time in London. So I was playing Tina Turner in front of her. That's the first time I met her. So I didn't look at her for a very long time.
So you're up there. What's the first song you sang in front of her?
I remember I didn't look at her until I sang Proud Mary, because I thought if I don't go further in this project, I want to at least be able to tell my grandkids one day that this happened. So I looked at her and she was singing along with me and dancing, and I went, okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Were you a fan growing up?
Major. I don't think there was ever a moment where my parents didn't play Tina Turner's music in my household. I used to put my mom's old nylon stockings on and her old and her heels on and walk around and sliding all over the place. I think I learned how to strut before I could tie my shoes because of Tina Turner.
It's surreal, especially the performance with Tina Turner.
What was it like being on that stage with her?
It was crazy. I still can't, I have to watch it in order for it to digest, because it's like, I can't believe that just happened.
I know, I could only...
Thank you. We've been rehearsing for about a week. We just worked for about 2 hours a day, so we get really comfortable with each other. We got really comfortable with each other. And I feel like, you know, I've always wanted to be so much like her, and now I'm just so excited because I have her blessing, and it just was great.
Can it get any better than this?
No. When the person you admire the most is, you know, likes you enough to perform with you, it's so amazing. Looks like you're nervous. Yeah, it is. I am. I get crazy talking. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I remember a girlfriend and me going to the liquor store before we even went to the club to buy some liquor so we could get drunk before we got to the club, hoping we wouldn't have to buy drinks when we got in there. Oh my God. But we did go, and Ike and Tina Turner were performing, and I was blown away. I've just been a fan ever since. I mean, ever since all of that. I just loved her so much because she's just so different, you know, so different. And she didn't have that high-pitched voice that was considered to be so feminine, because I never had it. So I always admired people like her and Gladys, and even though I liked the others too, but I could relate to the ones that had a voice, you know, somewhere similar to the range that I had. So she was one of those girls. A little rough, you know.